Hey, it's your girl Imani,
And Shakwekwe.
Lala, coming to you guys with another video. And our topic is how to make a relationship work. We have 8 steps that we are sure will make your relationship last at least a little bit longer.
If you want it to last.
Yeah, if you put effort into it. Okay. The first step is
Prioritizing. Because you have your family, you have your friends, you have all of that. But if you're in a relationship with this person, then you will be with them possibly for the rest of your life. And you want to prioritize them because you want them to know that they're as important to you as you are to them.
exactly. And if you are in a relationship and it's not as serious as you think it is, or you want it to be, make that person know that you're not that into them or that they are not that big of a priority, because there are females that feel like they should be a big priority to you. Our next one is acceptance, change, and grow. And this is very important for relationships that's going to last a long, long time, because people do change. They do grow. You grow. Everybody grows in a relationship. So you have to be able to accept that and learn that shit happens.
Yeah, like you weren't the same person you were 2 years ago. I wasn't the same person I was 2 years ago. But if we're in a relationship and you're changing and I'm changing, we have to make sure that the changes we make still doesn't affect our relationship in the bottom line. Because if I'm going this way and you're going this way, then this is gonna be the end of the relationship. We gotta grow together.
Exactly. Our next step, our third step is compromise. And compromise is very important in a relationship, especially with people that are stubborn and wanted to have it their way. When you compromise in a relationship, you must need to know, that sometimes you're gonna lose the fight and sometimes you're gonna win the fight, and sometimes the fight isn't even that important. So just walk away.
Yeah, compromising can be something as difficult as trying to decide how a fight is gonna end up, or like even like what are we gonna do tonight? Like, do you want to go to the movies or do you want to just chill at my place? It's like today, like I want to go to the movies and you want to chill at the house. Okay, we chill at the house today, but next time let's go to the movies. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us.
Exactly. And don't be stubborn and have it to feel like it's my way, it's my way, it's my way, especially when you have big fights, because sometimes you don't know where your relationship is going to be. So you can't be like, oh, well, you're going to have to be with me. You're going to have to be with me, because you have to compromise and understand that they might not want to be with you at the time, but they don't want to necessarily lose you. The next one is
Being
understanding.
understanding.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say it.
Okay, being understanding. Um, your arguments. There's no relationship without an argument. If you have a relationship and you don't have an argument, then they say you don't really know what kind of like the strength of your relationship, because arguments tend to make your relationship stronger. But if I did something wrong and I'm like, okay, like I apologize or whatever, you have to be able to like see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Like be understanding.
Compromise. You have to be able to compromise. You also have to be able to like understand that people are going to make a mistake and they're going to do shit like they're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? So don't necessarily like hold it over their head like all the time, because it's really going to be a pain in the ass in your relationship. You like have to understand that they're human. They will make mistakes. Simple as that. Regardless of what the mistake is, they eventually will make a mistake. Um, our next one is
Communication.
communication. Did you write the whole thing out? No.
Communication. Very, very important, because if you're not talking, then you don't. If I'm not talking to you, you know what's going in my head. I know what's going in your head. Then I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her.
You're talking to him. She's talking to him.
It's all done.
Yeah. Communication and understanding go hand to hand. You have to talk and you have to be able to understand what the other person is talking. You can't bottle up everything inside, because when you bottle up everything inside, when it comes out, it's usually not very nice and it's usually not very sweet. You have to be able to communicate your feelings, regardless if it's about the simplest little thing like you didn't text me in the morning. Tell them, don't think, oh, they're gonna think I'm a baby. Tell them, because they just might have been busy and whatever. So,
and the worst thing you can possibly do in a relationship is not talk about it and then end up holding a grudge, because that will eat away at the relationship too.
it will, and then it'll make it even worse when you try to be friends, because you can't. If you haven't worked at communicating in a relationship, what makes you think you're gonna work at being friends? Um, the next one is perseverance. It's very, very important in a relationship, because a lot of people, especially young people, regardlessly, when you start off a relationship, you might not know how long you're going to be in that relationship. So therefore, you don't put that much effort into it unless you like fall hell over heels that fast. So you have to be able to understand that you got to stick that shit out, like for real, because it's not going to be easy. Now, one step of the way isn't going to be easy. It's always like you have to work at it. It's something you have to work at. If your relationship is doing good, bitch, you're not in a relationship. You're in a fucking, I don't know what the fuck you are in, but you're not in a relationship, okay?
Yeah, perseverance. Like you just gotta keep trying, make it work, because it's work. Relationships, it's freaking work. And the first time things go wrong, if you ready to walk out,
maybe that's a sign that you really do need to walk out.
Yeah.
Like you really do need to be gone. And that doesn't mean that you sit there and fight for the girl after she done got married and had 3 kids and blah 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 blah. No, bitch. Let that girl go. She has definitely moved on. So don't take it to the extreme with perseverance, okay? Our last 2 important ones out of the whole steps of keeping a relationship.
These are from the way we did them, from least important, more or less, to more important.
Most important. The first one is honesty. And that can get tricky because, no one really wants to be honest about everything, especially when you know you fucked up. You don't want to be honest about it because there's always the risk of losing that person or your relationship changing forever because of it.
Honesty. Honesty involves not lying, and everybody lies. So that, my friend, is the tricky line. You just gotta be as honest with them as you want them to be with you.
Exactly. Do not be two-faced in the relationship. Do not pretend like, oh, she's really giving me her all, and I'm sitting here only half-assing it. It's not gonna work because when she finds out, yo, your ass is in the hot seat. Okay, there's like a definitely boom down the drain relationship.
Trust.
You guys, trust. Okay, you have to trust somebody. Trust them. Trust ties into honesty. When that person lose their trust, that's probably because you weren't honest with them about something. You probably really weren't honest with them about something. Trust is the most important thing to have in a relationship. Without trust, your relationship is pretty much done and over with, and you guys are just sitting there waiting to just say goodbye.
Trust, it comes, it goes quicker than it comes. You just, if the trust is broke, like if that went, then you just gotta, and you really legitly want it back, then all those things we've been talking about, you gotta go extra at them. You gotta go extra, and then the trust will grow.
Exactly.
But to hold that trust, you just gotta keep doing all them things.
And you have to understand, you have to be fair with that person. If you know that they lost their trust, and you don't get mad when they're sitting here and tripping on you because you put that on yourself. You made them feel like they can't trust you. So therefore, if they snap on you every day of the motherfucking week because you didn't call them, well, what do you expect? What do you expect? But these are our tips, our 8 tips to making a relationship work. We hope you guys liked it. We hope you guys use them. And don't be messaging us talking about this shit didn't work, because I don't tell your ass.
Disclaimer. These may not work.
Warning! Okay.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. But yeah, bye.